name's Mark Simon. I'm the President and CEO here at Unyts, and welcome to our Holiday Heroes press conference and introduction. So the holiday season, this Unyts will be partnering with a few local enforcement agencies, fire departments, and first responders to help save and enhance lives here across Western New York. We've got more than 25 agencies that will be with us for this Holiday Heroes campaign, and we'll be hosting blood drives in December and January, which is a critical time of the year for blood donation and the blood supply here in Western New York. Agencies will also be involved in Donate Life registry drives and campaigns where we want to increase the number of people on the New York State donor registry. We are grateful for the response we've had from the local law enforcement and other first responders, and we appreciate that they are giving back to the community in such a great way. Some of the agencies that are involved in the Holiday Heroes campaign and that are here today: the Buffalo Police Department, Cheektowaga Police Department, East Aurora Police Department, Tonawanda Police, U.S. Customs, New York State Police, the Cambria Volunteer Fire Department, Niagara Falls Fire Department, Shawnee Fire Department, the TSA. So we thank you for being here with us today. You're all over the room, and I do thank you very much for your it was critical. Last year's campaign was a tremendous start, our first one, and we hope to continue this tradition for many, many years going forward. So at this time, I'd like to introduce Lieutenant Kevin Barnes from the New York State Troopers to say a word for the New York State Police.
You got a phone book or something?
Good
morning, everybody. I'm truly honored here today to represent the New York State Police and to work with a great organization, Unyts. I'm also representing a New York State trooper that can't be with us today, Trooper Victor Morales. Trooper Victor Morales is actually on special assignment in New York City today. And I want to share his story with his permission. I did call him yesterday, and he's very special, very unique trooper. And Trooper Morales is about 31 years on the job. He's a seasoned veteran. And he's got a unique attribute of being born with only one kidney. And unfortunately, during his teen years, that one kidney was damaged in a cycling accident. And it was actually January of 2001 that he was diagnosed with polycystic kidney disease. And it got to the point where his kidney function was down to about 10%. And right around September of 2001, we sent a large contingent of law enforcement in New York City. And Trooper Morales really wanted to be part of that. And unfortunately, he was pretty ill at that point, could not make that trip. And fortunately, in October that same year, he received a kidney transplant. And that was from a living donor and his cousin. And I'm proud to say today that Trooper Morales is living a very healthy life, as his cousin is too. And ironically, as we sit here today, Trooper Morales cannot be part of that detail in New York City after 9/11, but he's in New York City right now as we speak. So I'd like to thank Unyts for providing that and giving us Trooper Morales. He went on to live a very healthy life where he's still living very healthy. And he went on to touch a lot of lives as a school resource officer, as a recruiter, and now as our public information officer. And he would be very comfortable up here today being a public information officer, but he's in New York City. So thank you for that.
Thank you. Yeah, for those of us that know Trooper Morales, he's a great man, great servant, and a great ambassador for the gift of life throughout Western New York and New York. At this time, I'd like to introduce Officer Steve Nichols from the Buffalo Police Department.
Good morning. You know, we as first responders, firefighters, ambulance crews, police officers, we see people every day that need organ transplants and blood donations just to stay alive. A few years ago, a fellow officer and a friend of mine, on his way home from work one night, was rear-ended by a drunk driver. And he was taking ECMC, and they pumped over 60 units of blood through him to try and keep him alive. And we're very grateful that that blood was available. I encourage everybody to give blood, especially in this season of giving. What better gift can you give than the gift of life? Thank you.
time, I'd like to take the opportunity to recognize another special person who was here with us today, Kathy Forty. Kathy, oh, there you are, right there. I'm sorry. And I'll tell you Kathy's story. Kathy's son, Tommy Burley, was a member of the Air Force Security Forces and became a volunteer firefighter with the Youngstown Volunteer Fire Company, all of that by the age of 20. On June 18th, 2013, Tommy's short but impactful life came to a sudden end when he was involved in a fatal motorcycle accident on his way home from firefighter training. Kathy and Tommy had discussed donation years before, and she was certain that he would have wanted to give the gift of life. Tommy's wishes were fulfilled, and he was a tissue and cornea donor. On New Year's Day, Kathy will attend the Rose Bowl Parade in Pasadena, California, as a rider on the Donate Life float honoring Tommy and his gift. And we wish you well as you go on that journey to California representing Tommy and all of us here in Western New York. So the best to you. Lastly, I'd like to recognize we have one member here who has firsthand knowledge of the life-saving benefits of donation and transplantation from the Cambria Volunteer Fire Department, a heart recipient, Joe Boschnagel, who was in the back. Joe, thank you. And that's it, folks. I thank you for being here with us this morning to kick off the Holiday Heroes and spread the word. All of our local leaders and people in police and fire, thank you. It really matters to the people here in Western New York that you take on this journey to help us provide blood and spread the word about the registry and organ, tissue, eye, and blood donation here in Western New York. So thank you again, everybody. Please stay and